Yeah, welcome our viewers in the Rose Overcomers channel TV. This channel was started by Rose as a platform so that people who have gone through various difficulties in life waweze kushuhudia mambo ambayo wamepitia katika maisha. Maybe you have gone through challenges, you come here and motivate, inspire other people who are going through the same challenges, and then you are able to overcome all those challenges. And today we have a visitor. She's going to tell us her name and what she has gone through in life. Welcome so much, our visitor.
Thank you.
Yeah, karibu sana.
I bless God for this time because He's the one that plans. Time, season belongs unto God. I also thank God even for this opportunity through this channel of Overcomers that I can just talk about my life and what I've gone through for the sake of somebody else to feel that he can or she can overcome. My name is Irene Nyambura Etau. I'm born again, a mother, but in all of that a widow. As I start my life, what I've gone through, let me start from where I've been born. I am the last born in a family of 8, and I was born in a place, Nyandarua, Kenya, a place called Olkalau. And my childhood was okay, everything was okay, and life has been okay. I schooled, I went to college, and after college, I met the love of my life, and we got married in 2008 to my best half. I used to call him, not my better, but my best half. It was called Shadrach and Zau. And we were blessed with 3 children, Daniel, Joseph, and Grace. And our life was okay. We loved God. We were a couple that we had given ourselves to serve God in church. My husband was a minister, and we devoted mostly our time in serving God. So most of the time you find us in the evening church. On Sunday you find us in church the whole day. And we were feeling overwhelmed, fulfilled in life, because we have come from having nothing to life is being established. We can be in a position to buy a property, start building. So we were thanking God and feeling life is best, is better for us. And we blessed God for that. But in all that, something happened that, as per me, it changed my life completely and the way I view life. It was on March 2019, March 14th. That was the date that I will never forget. It was the day that I saw darkness when it was still light. It was a normal day. We were bed close as a couple. I was a housewife. My husband was the one that was working. And we used most of the time, because after the kids have gone to school, sometimes I'll accompany him to go and work. So most of the time we were together ever. That day, I say it is by the grace of God, because the previous day we were together the whole day. We had gone to work, we came back picking the children from school, and we came back home. That day he told me, I don't want to go with you. You just stay in the house. I will come and pick you, and then we were to take our son for a specialized treatment in the afternoon. So I was prepared by afternoon, and I came out of the house. When I was on my way, I started calling him. Hey, where are you? And I never reached him. The phone was just ringing and nobody was picking up. So I went and picked the child, and we went to the hospital. And I realized I didn't have money. I had only 1,000. So I couldn't even enter because I needed 2,000 for that treatment. I am still calling him and he's not picking the phone. So I ended up coming back home and I started feeling what could be wrong. Now it's about 5 p.m. He's not picking the phone. Nobody's picking the phone. He was not like that. In the evening, I felt something might be wrong. I ended up even going to the police station to report. He's not like this. And I remember even the police in the police station, they were telling me, Irene, this is too early. You cannot start saying somebody has not come home and it's still 9 in the evening. And I told them, he does not behave like this. By then 9, the phone went off. And in my heart, I'm like, something is wrong. I went back home and he never came back home. I slept just trying to call. The whole night he didn't come home. But I didn't even sleep. I was just seated the whole night, thinking maybe he was carjacked and maybe he will come back home walking. So I couldn't sleep so that I can hear him from the gate. And it was so unfortunate that he didn't come home. I went back to the police station and we started searching for him. We searched for 2 days. We searched the third day. The third day we were told, now you can go to the hospitals and to the mortuaries. And that's the time it dawned on me, you're talking of a mortuary? I told them the way I feel my husband is okay. There is something that God gave me in all that time we were searching for him. I had peace. I remember I was the one that I was giving hope to the people, the team who were searching for him. And I will tell them, my husband is okay. The way I feel and the peace I have, my husband is okay. And I would even tell them, if we will find them in worse condition, he will be in a hospital and he will even talk to me. I had that faith and I felt he was in a good place. Coming after the third day, it was so unfortunate because when we went to the city mortuary, that's where we found him. He was murdered, strangled. He was there. That was the toughest thing to see him there. It was something that it has taken God to overcome. I couldn't come into terms. It was him I was waiting for that day, and now you are here in the city mortuary cold. And because we were close to God and we were serving God, obviously the first thing that came, I had to ask God, God, there is something you gave me. Why did you give me peace and make me feel that I will find him in a better place? And I remember I even told God, because now he is dead, remove this peace so that I can cry, I can fall on the ground. I can just express myself in the way I feel like it. And I remember God told me, Irene, no, I will not take this peace. You will be composed. And I remember I see him there and literally God dried my tears. I tried to cry, I couldn't. I was in a trance, I felt I was dreaming. And that week, that's how it was. And coming Monday, I was told because he was killed, Irene, you have to come and give a testimony to the police station. So I said it was okay. And going there, I thought I was giving a testimony, only to find that I was being waited for because I was the first suspect. I was not prepared for that. I looked at them and the question they were asking, because they grilled me for hours. And I thought, how worse can it be? have not even mourned him. It has not even dawned on him that he is gone. And now I'm being told and questioned like I am the one that killed him. It was the toughest. It gave me deep wounds. And I asked God, what did I do wrong? What did we do wrong? And I remember those times God was quiet. But what he did, he gave me peace. The peace that says that surpasses understanding. And I could not explain it. I could not understand it, even myself. And that week ended and we laid him in Kitui. And I came back home in Utawala. And the journey of widowhood began. And my life, I realized it has changed from the sweet family, the loving couple and all the love he had showered before to I am alone. I feel empty. I am lost. And I realize you walk out and you see life, it is continuing, but my life was stuck. I remember the first thing, because I was still in denial, so it took some months to come out of denial. And when I came out of denial and I realized, because I would wait, and every evening I will wait to hear if I will hear the car hoot, and I open the door, because that was how it used to be. And after months, I realized he'll never come back. That is the time that reality hit. I am a widow. I am alone. The first thing that came, because we were so close and attached to one another, immediately I was depressed. I sank in depression. The depression was too much, because I was even hit by I was a suicidal case. And because that is the time it is even hard to pray. Yes, I would pray before, but now you reach a time you don't understand anything. You try to pray, the only thing is God help. Nothing else can come. And I was crushed inside. I never used to understand what I expect tomorrow. And I was very unstable. And that is the time I told God, here I need help. I cannot pull this by my own. And in those times of depression, because sometimes I would lock myself in my bedroom for even a week, it was tough. And that is the time now I mourned a lot. Because when he died, God told me, Irene, you will not mourn like any other person. I asked him why. He told me, you will mourn in my presence. And I would ask God, why then are you giving me this condition that I have to mourn in your presence? I never understood then, because in presence of people, even if I feel like crying, he would make sure he dried the tears. But when I go back to my house, in my bedroom, he will open the doors of tears. So I would mourn in his presence. And during that phase of depression, that is the time I told God, I need your hand. I have children to take care of. I have 3 kids that are looking into mommy, and they cannot understand mommy anymore. And now daddy is not there, so they are also lost. I also told God, I need a way out. How can I guide these kids if myself I am lost? And I remember it was in those times divinely God connected me. And it was so funny, because he connected me with people that I had never met. He connected me with widows. He connected me with men of God, totally new, not the people that I used to know. He connected me to a support that made me stronger. Now I started meeting people that telling me, I was there. Irene, you can make it. Irene, yes, it is tough, but we can walk with you. And that is the time I started the journey. When I was still in the house, my life was stuck. And I never used to do anything. But when I came and I connected to a support, that is the time also God started ministering to me. Because now when you have people that can walk with you, they can pray with you, you are sober enough also to pray for yourself. And I started asking God questions like, God, why have you allowed this? God, while you not preached when you were serving you with my husband, why have you allowed this? I know you are able to protect, to prevent it, but you didn't. And he said, Irene, thank God you had stayed with your husband 10 years, 10 months and 14 days. He even told me it was a gift, Irene. And I told him, yes, I know it was a gift. But why have you taken it so early? I am still young. He told me, Irene, I know you knew your husband, he was a support. But there is something I want you to know. I want you to know me also as a husband. And I was like, this is tough, God. Because now to know you as a husband is tough. And when he told me that there are things God did intentionally, I had a business. The business started going down. And it was done after a few months. I started another one, it didn't pick. I started another one. And I went back to God. I told him, God, I am done. I don't even have strength to try again. And that is the time you told me, Irene, you have been going there trying to do what you think you can do. But you have not asked me what I want with you. Now can you ask me? And he told me, for now, ask. And I'm like, you told me I'll know you as a husband. Now I want you to relate like, yes, you're my husband, so I would go, I want one too. That is the time God started divinely providing. That I am not going out anywhere and coming back with food, but I am in the house and have 3 kids, and God can supply. And he has been doing it up to now. How he does it, because he told me, Irene, there is one thing I want you to remove. Remove anxiety and worry. Know that I am a God that can provide. That is something I want you to know, that you will not never depend on anyone. And he did it intentionally because I had friends. I also had connection. But surprisingly, he removed all that. And you know, sometimes when you are going grief and people are coming to comfort you, a lot of people and friends and families, they promise so many things. And sometimes, as widows, and many times we tend to depend on what people say that they can help. But when God says that he is a husband to the widow, it's only him who can provide and who can be there. There is one thing I have seen with God. People can get tired of your tears because we don't mourn one day. You don't mourn 2 days. You don't mourn 1 year. You don't mourn 2 years. It can take time depending on the connection with the person. But there is one thing. Many people can tell you, because some has, Irene, I think it is time you stop crying. I think it is time you get through this. You get over the death of your husband. People can get tired of seeing those tears, but God does not. In fact, there are times that I'll go before him and he encouraged, Irene, you need to cry, you need to mourn. He let me mourn comfortably because he understands what is in me. And in this journey, there is one thing I have also noticed. When you are hit by such a thing, the magnitude of it, you yourself, you don't understand. You seek to be understood by people and they don't. The only person, when you reach there, you are seeking to be understood. You are seeking somebody to say, I understand. Now, even if they say you see like they don't, the only person that can understand is God. The only shoulder you can cry on, and we never say, I am tired of your tears. It's the shoulder of God. I have seen it because he has been there. He has encouraged me. Mourn, Irene, mourn so that you can heal. I have mourned, yes, but it came a time I told God, I am crushed inside. Why am I crushed inside? the death of my husband, it was a murder. So it was something I didn't expect. So to me, it came as a trauma. I had that. And he told me, Irene, as much as you mourn, there are wounds in your heart that need to heal. And I'm like, God, I have been mourning. He said, mourning is not enough. There are things I have to deal within your heart for you to be okay. And I told him, God, now what do you want me to do? He told me, Irene, every time I want you to open your heart, you shut it. I ask how? When I'm leading you to healing, I want you to go back to the same place that you were traumatized. We go through that pain together. You told me it is too painful. And he had tried like to take me back to that 14th March 2019. And I told God, I don't have strength to face the day again. I don't have strength to face this pain again. I don't know if I can withstand the pain because it's too much. And he told me, Irene, for you to heal, you need to face that pain again. You need to expose that wound for it to heal. And I told God, yes, now I think I am ready. I have been in that journey. So I told God, yes, I'm ready. That is a process. You can only do it in your closet. You cannot do it because it is not about you. It is about what God wants. And I went before God. I told God, I am wounded. I am here. And he told me, let me now walk this journey of pain with you. Before, I would try to shut it. How do I would try to, that's why I'll start a business to be busy. I would try to interact with people to be busy. And he told me, Irene, you have been avoiding by trying to seek for what you can do to avoid it. He told me, for you to heal, face it. But don't face it alone. I am here to face it with you. And that was coming to me when he says, even when you go through fire, when you go through many waters, they will not push you away. When you will be in fire, I'll be with you. And he told me, Irene, you have trusted me when you were okay in your life. You have trusted me when everything was good and rosy. Trust me now that you are in tears. Trust me now that you don't know what to do. Trust me now that you don't have anybody to turn to but to me. Trust me now with your pain. That is the time I told God, I'm trusting you with my pain. It didn't happen one day. It has not happened one day. I am there. Now when he wants to deal with one part, he'll tell me, Irene, let us go back there. Let us deal with this with you. And it has been sessions upon session. And that's why I am grateful to God. And I say, when he says he's God that healeth our wounds, he talk of he's the balm of Gilead. He has been my balm of Gilead. He has been God my healer. He understands the wounds of the soul. Nobody can understand when you are ailing inside. The only person is God. And when we are ailing inside, because we are not understood, we just carry along. And we want to tell people, and we tend to tell people we are not okay. But even when you tell somebody, I am not okay, he will just say, it is well. Yes, it is well, but you are not well inside. And there is something I told God, God, I am not well. I am not well inside. I acknowledge I need help, and I acknowledge I need healing. And that's when my healing started. Before I acknowledged life was okay, but I was drowning inside. Now it has been a journey, and I thank God because so far I am well, and I am getting much better. When I was undergoing all that, because I asked God, sometimes it's good to ask God, why have you allowed this? And he said, yes, Irene, I have exposed you in a lot of pain. I have exposed you in that pain because in that pain, I want you to know me. And he brought this psalm in Job 42. Job said this, that I used to hear God, but now I know God. He told me, Irene, you would hear more about me. You would learn more about me from people. You would learn more from the Bible. But there is a way I want you to know me on a personal level, deeper. And that's the pace. He brought me closer. In fact, I even changed my name and the way we call God in my house. Because when my husband died, the last born girl was 5. The other boy was 6. And the other one was 8 years. So they couldn't understand when you said Daddy has gone to heaven. I had to sit down and I tried to answer a lot of questions. And there was a time they asked me, God, you say our God is able. You say that he can even resurrect. Come, Mommy, why didn't you pray to this God for Daddy to resurrect? And I'm like, God, why did you allow them to put them in that hole? And I told them, he has finished his work. So he's like, if I work so fast, so I'll also go. I also had to explain in their level that God gives us days. He's the one that gives us the days. He's the one that counts the days of man on the earth. That also now brought my kids to that curiosity of how this God works. And there is a way he opened me eyes, because he is like, Irene, you're being asked question, I'll go back to God. Well, how do you want me to explain you to these kids in their level for them to understand? And we had to come up with names. In my house, we call God Daddy number 1. And I had to explain Daddy number 1 owns everything. He has taken our daddy, who is Daddy number 2. And because he has taken Daddy number 2, Daddy number 1 now is the one in full charge. And that has made my kids to have a very unique touch with God, because they don't ask anything. They know because their daddy was the one to supply. Now Mommy does not supply. It is Daddy number 1. And when they lack, because sometimes they are like, Mommy, we need 1, 2. And they are like, I know we have to inform you, but we have to go and ask from Daddy. So they will kneel and ask, God, Daddy number 1, give Mommy. I need 1, 2. And that has connected us to God. And that has brought healing to all of us. And I, as a family, we have slowly been picking our pieces. And the joy has come back to the house. The healing is flowing and we see the grace of God. And I thank God, because what we thought we couldn't overcome, God has made us to overcome. And I thank God, because in all that, there is one testimony. God is able to get you from any pit. He's saying in Psalms 40, He's the one that get us from that miry clay. He's that get us there when you are stuck and you are looking for somebody to pull you down. You may not find one, but God can pull you from any level. God can stand in when nobody can stand in. And God will never get tired. When you call in the morning, you say your problem. You call again in the afternoon, you say your problem. God will not get tired. You're asking, how can I get out of this? Maybe the grief is too much and you are not being understood. Don't seek to be understood by men, but run to God. He understands. He is the one that has created us and has created even our soul. He understands the depth of how much you may be paining. He understands how much you may be hurting. People may not, but God does. The way I know, because he says he's not a respecter of person. He will reach you there. He will get you out of there. And he will establish you in due course. He is a God that goes with season. And that's why he says that it may be night. You may be crying in the night, but the joy is coming in the morning. It might be your joy is coming tomorrow. So don't give up. He told me one thing, Irene, even when you gave up. Because when I was undergoing depression, I gave up. Even that time, I told God, you know I love you, so I cannot commit suicide. But God, pick me. Pick me, and I will prepare myself at night. and I will say every prayer and told God, so we meet in heaven. I did that for over a week. And the following week, God rebuked me. He told me, I am the giver of life. Irene, I am not even done with you. I am starting with you. And I'm like, God, you're not done with me. He's like, I am not done with you. Let me now. And this is the specific word he told me. Irene, let go and let me. Can you let go and let me? Let go and let me. Those are the words he started saying. You're holding on so much. Let go, Irene, and let me. I don't know what you are going through. I don't know what has hit you, that you are very unstable. The only stability you can get, it is in God. He says He is the sure foundation. He is the best foundation. Even when the floods will come and the storms of life will hit hard, the sure foundation is God. Let Him be your anchor. He will walk with you. So I bless God and I thank God, because even where I am, He has made sure me and my family. This is the 7th month I have been in the house. He has been pushing us in that time of healing, because He told me, I want you to go back to the house so that you can heal without interruption. Because there are times I will wake up, He's telling me, go back to the closet. I want you to open those woods. And you know, when you're opening, there is a lot of crying. Sometimes it's come even through screams and all that. So you cannot just afford to be with people. Sometimes He need me there. And that's the time He told me, I am dealing with you, Irene. And I don't mind about anything. And He reminded me about Elijah. He said, if I could feed Elijah. And I said, Leaven, with meat and bread, Irene, I will feed you and your kids. You are mine. And I have seen Him do that. I have seen Him provide. I have seen Him do that. Up to now, He has been Ebenezer. He has been Jehovah Jireh. That I say, God, you know, my cup is running over. That jar of flour is running over. And He will say, Irene, by tomorrow I'll fill it. And I see exactly that. I have not picked a phone to say I don't have. But He will make sure He send help. I thank God because He is ever faithful. Now, I don't know what you are going through. I don't know what is that has pressed you so much. God is still saying up to now, you can depend on me. It doesn't matter how hard this crisis of COVID has hit you. Maybe your business has crumbled. Maybe you are depending upon it. But I have been there. My husband used to supply everything. And when he was there, I realized the best supplier is God. Hata waitoka, He will never say, I don't have it. He is unlimited. He will never say, I cannot today. His barns are still too full that He can supply the whole world and still have surplus for you. So don't give up. You can still go to Him and say, yes, God, I thought I could, but I want to start with you. Supply I need here. I need strength here. I need grace here. So let God be the biggest support. Let God be the one to pick you up. Let God be the one to establish and stand with you in any crisis you have been or you may be going through. I take also this chance to thank God even on behalf of this channel of Overcomer. I thank God because it is exposing even others to know that, because the Bible says that what we go through, it is not unique to you. Other people have gone through it, but they have overcome. If we have been going through and others have gone through and have overcome it, you can also go through and overcome it. Any handle of life, as long as you have God as the biggest support, He will stand with you. If you are a widow there, you may not know what to do. The only thing I can tell you, you can run to people, but they can also get tired. They can tell you, you are here yesterday. I have nothing to give you today. A lot of people, sometimes even family members, can let you down. But there is one who will never let you down. He is called Jehovah. He's called God. He's called the King of Kings. He owns it all. Run to him. Be encouraged in him. When whatever happened, he knew it. He knew that you are in need. He knew that you need help. Tell him, I need help here, and let him come for you. So be encouraged. Be strengthened in the mighty hand of God, and know you are not alone. You may feel alone today. You may feel like nobody is there. Yes, you may feel the only support you have for now it is your pillow. I have been there. I have cried my heart out. My pillow can witness. But I have cried knowing God is still my support, and he has brought me from that point of mourning. It is now 2 years and I am feeling better. I have hope to face anything. I am telling God, whatever you want me to do now, he can do. Why? He has healed my wounds. I may not be through it, all over it yet, but I know with this God, I will reach any place he wants me to reach. So I thank God and I bless God. I am also grateful for Madam Rose for this channel. God bless you. And may God expand you. And may the grace of God abide on you more. And that which you intended upon this channel, may God bring it to pass. I have a passion of standing with anyone that is grieving, anyone that feel I need somebody to walk with me. Why? People walk with me. I have a pastor that walk with me. God bless you, man of God, Apostle Elisha. I have support groups of widows. I have very dear friends. I have family members that have stood with me. You cannot walk alone. That's why the Bible says that two are better than one. When you fall down, one can pick you up. Don't walk alone. Don't walk alone. Walk with people that can carry you. Have a support group can understand you. That when you're down, you can say, hey, walk with me today. Stand with me today. Be my support today. I don't feel like I can stand. Become the one who can help me stand today. Have support. Have support. Don't walk alone. So I thank God for even channel, because it is that support that can help somebody also stand. So God bless you.
If you can give us your contact.
Yes.
Yeah, because you have said that you can stand with anyone who is grieving.
Yes.
Maybe you can give our viewers your contact so that somebody can contact you.
Amen.
Yeah, because you have gone through widowhood, you have mourned, and through it all, you have been able to overcome. You're one of the overcomers. We celebrate you.
Amen.
So maybe you can tell the viewers your contact.
You can reach me, my phone number, 0723 118397. I'll repeat, 0723 118397. You can reach me on that number anytime you want somebody to hear you out. You just want to talk to somebody. Sometimes you just want to pour your heart to somebody. I can be that somebody. So God bless you, and God mightily do you good.
Yeah, viewers, if you want to get to us, Rose Overcomers channel, our mobile number is 0750 687524. 0750 687524. If you have a testimony, if you have an inspiring story, if you want to motivate others through your whatever you have gone through, you can reach us in our YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel. You search Rose Overcomers Channel TV, or you can go to our Facebook page. It is Overcomers, K in capital. You can reach us, and if there's something you want to share with us, you are most welcome to share with us. And may God bless you so much, Eileen. We celebrate you and we love you so much.
Thank you.
And you really look good.
Thank you.
God has given you victory.
To the glory of God.
All in all, you can see the glory of God in you.
Amen.
And God is going to take care of you and your children.
Amen.
And He's going to be your support and provide for you with everything that you need. God bless you so much, our viewers.